Hello, everybody. It's the Lit Optimist, and today I'm talking about The Night of the Tiger, another Stephen King short story. We haven't talked about Stephen King, it feels like, in forever. Why does it feel that way? We talked about The Running Man like 2 weeks ago, so never mind, but it just feels like forever for some reason. Eddie Johnson is a new circus roundabout in Farnham and Williams, all American three-ring circus and sideshow. This isn't his story, though. It's a story of a feud between the lion tamer Mr. Indrisil and the mysterious Mr. Laguerre. Eddie watches these two and even gets stuck in the middle of this dangerous feud until it comes to a head when Laguerre turns into a fucking tiger and kills Indrisil. Once again, Stephen King does a great job. Thanks go to Natalie Titus for requesting this short story. I remember this one. It's a good read, but I didn't explain it at all, really. The Night of the Tiger. Eddie Johnson narrates. He's also in there. He's a roustabout. He impulsively joins Farnham and Williams. Eddie Johnson of Sauk City. Johnson enjoys circus life, but fears Mr. Indrisil, the fiery-tempered lion tamer, who is rumored to have only nearly killed a roustabout who angered him. Mr. Indrisil, in turn, fears the circus's tiger, Green Terror, who once attacked him, leaving a scar on the back of his neck. One night in Steubenville, Mr. Indrisil berates Johnson for not cleaning a cage properly. After Johnson protests, Mr. Indrisil attempts to hit him, but is stopped by a stranger, Mr. Laguerre. Later, other members of the circus tell Johnson that Mr. Laguerre has followed the circus from the Midwest to Little Rock nearly every year for the past 2 decades and that he shares an unknown past with Mr. Indrisil. Mr. Laguerre attends every performance by the circus, always standing next to Green Terror's cage. During the following days, the circus experiences a heat wave, heightening tensions. On one night, Johnson witnesses Mr. Indrisil baiting Green Terror by jabbing him with a pike until being frightened away by a mysterious green-eyed shadow. Events reach a climax in Wildwood Green, Oklahoma. Mr. Indrisil's act goes poorly after Green Terror roars at an inopportune time, resulting in one of the lions attempting to attack Mr. Indrisil. The evening performance is canceled after the United States Weather Bureau issues a tornado warning. Johnson struggles to put Green Terror in his wagon. Fuck me. After he approaches Mr. Indrisil for help, a drunken and crazed Mr. Indrisil threatens him, saying he has no juju or gree to protect him. Then begins rambling about his nemesis, who he claims turned Green Terror against him, and who always had the power more in me. After Green Terror begins roaring, Mr. Indrisil approaches the tiger's cage, where he is confronted by Mr. Laguerre. Mr. Laguerre releases Green Terror from his cage, and both men seemingly attempt to command the tiger using their willpower. Mr. Laguerre ultimately prevails. As the tiger advances on Mr. Indrisil, Johnson sees him fold in on himself. As Johnson watches, he is lifted off his feet by the tornado and knocked unconscious. When Johnson awakens, he learns that there is no sign of Mr. Indrisil or Mr. Laguerre, but Green Terror and another unknown tiger have fought one another to death. Johnson is told by a witness of the fight that the second tiger had a long scar on the back of its neck, implying it was a shape-shifted Mr. Indrisil. Oh, okay. So I got it wrong. Have fought one another to death. So is Green Terror Laguerre? Are they both tigers? I don't know. I had fun reading it though, and I'm sorry that I made things more confusing. Sorry. You guys have a good one. Take care. Thanks again, Natalie. Bye.